Today's show is sponsored by the ABV Barrel Shop. The ABV Barrel Shop is located in the St. Louis metro community of Arnold, Missouri, and is the world's first single barrel only liquor store. This business is owned and operated by Steve Akeley and Jim Fosnot. Head over to abvbarrelshop.com to sign up for their email and text distribution list. That way you'll know what they have in stock, what classes are coming up, and what barrel picks they have in the works. We are also sponsored by The Bar to Go. The Bar to Go offers a fully customizable carrying case that allows you to take your favorite distilled spirits or cocktail ingredients with you. Whether you're looking for yourself, a customized gift, or logo items for your business or event, The Bar to Go can help. Check them out at thebar2go.com. Use the number 2 when you type out The Bar to Go. Did you know Neely Family Distillery now ships its popular distilled spirits directly to you? To order, simply call 859-394-3258. Tell them the ABV Network sent you. And now, on to the show. Hey gang, it's Steve here, and we are on vacation this week, so you're going to be getting the best of all week. The cool thing is we've got something a little bit different this time. What I did for our shows that you're going to hear that are the Bourbon Daily, I just picked them at random. You know, I thought, well, I keep going back to the same ones. There's probably some hidden gems out there. I don't know where there's any hidden gems, and these are not. Hence, they are hidden gems. So I just tried to guess and just would pick a number, and go to it then. So it was a randomizer type of thing, and this is there's going to be 3 of those shows. So the first one is the one that you're going to be hearing today is Ale-8 better with rye or bourbon. So we'll hear that one. And then I've got also a different approach that'll be the next several days. After that, we've got some bourbon show. So we're going to do some crossover stuff. So I've got the Happy Gate investigation. We were on that way before anybody else. So that's special. A lot of people have seen that. But back in 2017, we did a podcast about that on the bourbon show. So we're going to do that one. Then I've got some interviews with the bourbon show that's going to happen. I did pick out one show that was very specific on Festivus, which is December 23rd. I've got Danny's famous Festivus show. And he's the only guy who could do a show where it becomes Danny's show just based on his last line as we're getting ready to go off air when he wishes everyone a Happy Festivus. So you got to stick around through the whole show to hear that. And then I come back with 2 more random shows, which ended up being Bourbon. Is Bourbon on the Rocks a cocktail or not? So we'll listen to that one. And then the last one, which is actually kind of fun. And I hadn't listened to these so I'll be listening with you guys, same time you guys are. New distilleries coming in 2018. So that's exciting. Did these distilleries actually open up? Are they any good? What do we say about them? Were we looking forward to them? Do they live up to our expectations? I don't know. Should be a fun look back. And then we return on Monday, December 26th. So Merry Christmas. I'll be checking in each day, but just wanted to give an update what's going on for the entire time we are out. Take care. Here is the episode.
Let's drink!
Welcome to the Bourbon Daily, the podcast about everything bourbon delivered to you Monday through Friday every week. Got a special edition of the show today where I am joined by Paul Casamatis, my name being Steve Akeley. We are doing a little bit of a science experiment here where we're deciding Ale-8, is it better with rye or bourbon? Paul asked that last time we got together, and we're doing a show about Ale-8, so we're going to put it to the test. How's that sound, Paul?
I'm excited. This is off the cuff, and I love the way you just took it and ran with it.
Yeah, it was not a show we had intended to do, and we had 11 shows lined up. Now we got a dozen shows we're working on. We're not going to make it through our list, especially if we keep adding to the list, but, stuff happens.
Some of the best things were, look at the Post-it note. That was an accident.
What does that have to do with anything?
I don't know. I was impromptu. It was good.
Yes, yeah. So that's an interesting point there. So yes, there was something you said you wanted to talk about. What was that? A little small talk.
I got nothing.
He's got nothing. Well, the best I could say is during the break we were mixing up these cocktails in preparation, and Paul's glass had a spider in it.
That threw me completely off.
I mean, we loaded it up and everything. We didn't see it when I put ice in the glass. We didn't see it when we put the whiskey in the glass. But when we put the Ale-8 in there, it floated up to the top.
Oh yeah, yeah. He kicked for a couple seconds until the 100 proof got it.
So So that'll be interesting to see what we've got here. So, do you have any? What's your horse here? Because we're going to pick what we both like better. What do you think you're going to like better? Because we're on an even keel too, by the way.
Yeah.
So in our control here, we did both bottled and bond products, both from Heaven Hill. We did Rittenhouse Rye, so that's 100 proof, bottled and bond. Mm-hmm. And then we've got the Evan Williams White Label, which everyone who knows that's a bottled and bond product, also 100 proof. So.
And that White Label is what, 4-year-old, I believe?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Rittenhouse is typically what? Do we know?
I can grab the bottle. Well, we know it's obviously at least 4 years to be bottled and bond. Let's see if it.
That's true.
I'm running across the room right now, folks.
There he is.
Back. Let's see. If it doesn't say, then we're going to just assume 4 years. So, yeah, it doesn't say. I think they would.
Back of the package?
Back of the package?
Yeah, when we did the 5 test tubes.
Oh.
I think it's on the back of the test tubes.
You think it's on the back of the test tube?
I'm pretty sure it is.
Here we go.
There it is.
Rittenhouse Rye.
It's
not the.
Oh yeah, it's Pikesville.
Okay,
got it. Sorry.
Yeah, no problem, dude.
All right. So I'm going to go with if I were to throw money at it, I would go Rittenhouse Rye, and the reason I say that is I know that product came out that when Denny Potter pulled that back out, that his whole idea was to push that towards off-premise. And I could tell you that locally here in St. Louis, that product is used quite a bit for cocktails because, as you know, in my candle business, I get all my bottles from restaurants and bars and whatnot, and I see a ton of Rittenhouse in there. So I'm going to go with Rittenhouse as my favorite.
I'll just be the contrarian. I'm going to go opposite of you. I'll say that the winner is going to be the Evan Williams. So we'll see. We'll take a quick break, and when we come back, we're going to try these on the air.
There you go.
We'll do that in just a few. Let's talk about the people who make these shows happen. First up is the ABV Barrel Shop. It is the most unique shopping experience in the world of bourbon, as the ABV Barrel Shop only sells single barrels. Owners Steve Akeley and Jim Fosnot select. With over 100 distilleries on board to sell us barrels, we are home to the most unique and diverse barrel pick selections in the bourbon world. By signing up for our email, you will always know what we have in stock. In addition to the single barrels, we'll have a gift shop featuring ABV Barrel Shop as well as ABV Network merchandise. We are partnering with vendors like Art Eatables and Old Man Bay Signs to bring you unique items you can't find anywhere else. We'll also have a 24-seat classroom where we are offering educational and fun classes like Breakfast and Bourbon, a series where we pair donuts and bourbon, customer barrel picks, and opportunities to learn from master distillers and other bourbon dignitaries. Best of all, we feature a tasting bar where you can try before you buy. All of this is located in the St. Louis metro community of Arnold, Missouri. If you are in the St. Louis area, please stop by to say hi. If you're traveling in from outside the area, please take advantage of our hotel rates with the Drury Inn and Pear Tree Inn, less than a mile from our shop. This can be done via the links in our Visit St. Louis section on our website. Head over to abvbarrelshop.com to plan your trip. The ABV Barrel Shop. It's where single barrels live. Hi, this is Steve Akeley, owner of the ABV Network. We're sponsored by the Stave and Thief Society. This is where you, a bourbon enthusiast, can expand your knowledge and emerge a bourbon steward. In 2017, I completed my Executive Bourbon Steward certification. It's the most comprehensive bourbon certification program available and connects you with an expansive network of bourbon enthusiasts and professionals. Check out the full listing of in-person and online certifications and join the society today by enrolling at staveandthief.com. Okay, let's talk about the Neely Family Distillery. In 2018, I met Royce Neely at an industry event. He started appearing on our shows, and we became friends during my frequent trips to Kentucky. Today, he is amongst the leaders of young distillers leaving their mark on the bourbon industry. A visit to Neely Family Distillery yields insight on their unique family history, why their products are special, and gives you the opportunity to taste their whiskey, moonshine, and creams. Check them out at NeelyFamilyDistillery.com or visit them in Sparta, Kentucky.
Hello, this is Jeff from Iowa, and you're listening to the Bourbon Daily.
All right, everybody, welcome back. We are here, and we are trying a couple of different simple cocktails It's just a matter of Ale-8-One and 2 whiskeys. So we got Rittenhouse Rye, and then we've got Evan Williams White Label. So let's try the bourbon first.
All right.
Let's try the bourbon first. That's in your bigger glass. We did a bigger glass, a small glass, so we don't get confused.
That would be a moose glass for me.
So taste that. Wow, that's nice. That'd be a good summertime drink. It's sweet as can be.
Yes. Yeah. I like it. It's quite a bit different than drinking it alone. And what's interesting is the way the notes get pulled out of the cocktail with the Ale-8. I like the way it complements it, but it's pulling a lot of notes out that I didn't taste in the Evan Williams when we tasted it earlier alone.
The Evan Williams, I give it credit. It stands up in this cocktail. We've got a 2-to-1 ratio here of soda versus whiskey, and it stands up pretty well.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's pretty.
So that's a good cocktail. That'd be one that would be refreshing. I would say it's a grass cutting cocktail. You know, I like to sometimes when I'm out there cutting the grass, have a drink in a hand, and this would be one that you could have in the hand and be cutting the grass with.
Yeah, all I need is Woodford cherries in there, and I got a party.
Okay. All right, let's try our rye one again with Rittenhouse. Let's see what we got here. Okay.
Oh, that's good too.
It is good.
Yeah.
It is very good. I tell you what, though. I stick with my prediction. I liked number one. I like the Evan Williams. I like the bourbon better with it than the rye.
I agree. As much as it pains me to do that, considering you went against me on purpose, I have to agree with you.
Yeah. Well, that is very good. There's no wrong answers here. If you happen to be just a bigger rye fan or you only like rye, yeah, you would like the Ale-8 and rye. We have no doubt. That's a great cocktail as well. But when it comes down to what we like better, and as part of our Rank 'em series here, I think we like the bourbon one better.
I do. I think that the notes of the Evan Williams really popped out. To me, the Rittenhouse in this particular cocktail was a little flat. It just kind of blended in. And
yes.
It just seemed like...
It dulled a little bit. It tastes more Ale-8 than it does
the
Rittenhouse Rye. Whereas, to me, the Evan Williams one, it tastes like bourbon, but with little notes of Ale-8 in there.
I concur.
So, which is interesting. We made them the exact same way.
Wow. God, that is amazing. Yeah.
So, that's good stuff.
Agreed.
Again, this is science, Paul.
This is.
We've gone above and beyond. We're getting into science
yes,
here
we are.
On the Bourbon Daily.
You blinded me with science.
We did that on the first show. We did the blind tasting. We didn't even use that line.
I know.
We should have.
Why didn't we? And we get the bell for that, too.
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll wrap this one up, Paul, by talking about where people can find us. We'll start with you. Where can people find you?
You can find me at Etsy/shop/ my big fat Greek candle.
All right. For me, I'm an easy guy to find. I'm at Steve Akeley on Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook. I've got a website, steveakeley.com. We've also got a company website, that's abvnetwork.com. Check that thing out. Our blogs are out there, our shows, and so much more, abvnetwork.com. We ask that you give us a 5-star review to help new people find the show. And finally, if you like what we're doing, head over to patreon.com/the ABV Network and get involved. We'd appreciate that. Paul, that's it for this one.
Fantastic.
We'll have a brand new show for you guys tomorrow. Looking forward to that. Until then, take care, everybody. See you.
Bye.
Cheers. Before we finish the show, let's talk about some great companies that support the ABV network. First up is Moonshine Still Pro. Moonshine Still Pro has a full line of products to help the home distiller. Whether you want to experiment on the stove in your kitchen or you're looking for a bigger setup in your backyard, owner Russell Creed and his team can help. They have multiple still offerings, accessories, and even grain from their partners at Goldstone Mill to assist you in making whiskey on par with your favorite distillery. They can also help you with some fabricated parts you probably can't make yourself if you are attempting a DIY still project. Learn more or order your still or parts at moonshinestillpro.com. Another friend of ours is the Goldstein family at Goldstone Mill. The Goldsteins offer a variety of heritage and heirloom grains to make the finest whiskeys in the world. Plus, they are more than just a grain company. They are truly consultants to make sure the grains they are providing to you or your business meet your highest expectations. Additionally, they work with mills around the country, ensuring shipping is as low as possible for their customers. If you're a distillery, brewery, or even doing this at home, Goldstone can assist you. Check them out at goldstonemill.com, call them at 217-254-6613, or check in via email at hello@goldstonemill.com. Last but not least is the ABV Barrel Shop. While we don't get to play in the allocated bourbon game because we aren't selling the other products you have to do to get those, we do have access via our friendships in the bourbon industry to some really cool stuff. Have you ever seen your favorite craft distiller selling some really cool limited offerings only in their gift shop? I'm talking things like the hazmat offering Distillery 291 did for their 10th anniversary, or Neely Family Distillery's Papaw's birthday barrel. They don't have enough of it to send it out to distributors, so they only sell it via their gift shop. Well, companies like Distillery 291 and Neely Family Distillery have agreed to sell us 2 or 3 cases of these offerings moving forward, meaning our store will have the access to some of the rarest whiskeys in the world. Way more difficult to come by than the allocated bourbon offerings with a national release. Yes, they will be extremely tough to come by, but if you're a customer of our store, you'll have a chance to get them. Get signed up for our email or text list over at abvbarrelshop.com so you don't miss out.
The Bourbon Daily is part of the ABV Network. For more information or to become a sponsor, please visit abvnetwork.com. Thanks for listening and cheers.
This has been a Steve Akeley production.